Okay, let's go back to HankerChips. My partner Chip was a great guy. He had the heart of. He was just the most fantastic guy. He had a giant heart. He loved a good time. He loved to laugh, but boy, he had a good heart. And we had a guy working in the kitchen for us washing dishes, and Chipper found out that some of the dishes that were coming back, like the crocks that held the French onion soup, had crusted cheese, mozzarella cheese around it, or whatever, and ravioli and eggplant parm had the crusted cheese around the crocks, and so he was, instead of washing them, the dishwasher was throwing them out. So okay, so we fired the dishwasher, but there was a guy in town who was, by today's standards, you'd say he was special. And his name was Tommy, and he would go around town selling newspapers that were a week old, and that's how he lived. He was kind of on the street. He lived with his mother, but he was, fending for himself. He was a likable guy, and he loved Chipper, and he's always come down, and he talked kind of like, "Hey Chip, how you doing?" That kind of thing. And so he happened to be there the day that Chipper was upset about the guy throwing away the dishes. So Tommy, being Tommy, he showed up the next day with a big cardboard box. And inside the cardboard box he had gotten from his mother some dishes that she didn't need anymore. They were the 1950s decor colors of, salmon and turquoise, plastic cups and dishes and saucers that nobody would use in their right mind. Certainly not in a restaurant. But he was happy to bring him down to Chip, and he was so excited he was going to be helping Chip out. So naturally, Chipper's not going to say, "Get the hell out of here, Tommy." He says, "All right, Tommy, thank you so much. That's great." So Tommy says, "Yeah, you just have him, Chip. I don't want any money for him." So Chip says, "Okay, well, Tommy, how about a meatball wedge?" Because he knows the kids love meatball wedges. He's, "All right, Tommy, how about a meatball wedge?" You know what, Chip? Maybe I'll have it another time. I just had lunch, so I'm hooked. Okay, fine, no problem, Tommy. See you later. So Tommy comes back the next day with another box of plastic dishes from the 50s, and we're all cracking up, And so what Chipper's got to say again, "That's good, Tommy, thank you, that's good. That's probably enough dishes for now, we don't have to bring any more." "Yeah, we don't have any more." "Okay, that's good." And so he says, "Does that mean I got 2 meatball wedges coming?" And Chip said, "Yeah, you got 2 meatball wedges coming. You want one now?" He said, "No, Chip, I ate lunch already." And off he goes. So about 2 days later, he comes in again, Tommy. "Hey, Chip, how you doing?" And Chip said, "Doing good, Tommy. You feel hungry? You feel like you want to have one of those meatball wedges?" And he says, "No, you know what, Chip? I got 2 meatball wedges coming, right? Can I cash them both in for a sirloin steak?" Naturally, Tommy got a sirloin steak. And that's Chipper, for sure.